And we'd like to welcome you to Austin, Texas. Congratulations to the Denver Pioneers winning the national championship. Bottom of the first inning here in our top 5 showdown. Texas, the defending national champs. Oklahoma, the 8-time national champs and defending SEC champions. Texas Tech lost today, so with a win this afternoon, Oklahoma may be the 4th different team to move to the top of the poll next week. And for Texas, it's been a minute since they've lost 4 in a row. They are trying to fend that off. A 3-game skid, including a loss last night in game 1 of the series as Caden Henry draws the leadoff walk. I'm Beth Mullins, along with our Olympic gold medalist Jessica Mendoza and Michelle Smith, and we are watching the sophomore Miley Wachenio in the circle for the Sooners.
Well, Wachenio's been very good for Oklahoma in day 2 starts, day 3 starts as well. She moves the ball around, typically does not issue free passes, but Henry able to draw that walk.
This is a big part of the lineup change right now. Katie Stewart moved up to this 2-hole. Get her more at-bats. She's the best hitter in this lineup. 1,300 OPS, leads this team in home runs. Big opportunity here with a runner at first.
They were 0 for 13 last night with runners on base. And so Mike White wants to move his big hitters up to get them more ABs, get them more RBI opportunities, with Reese Atwood in the on-deck circle behind her, their all-time home run and RBI leader. Wachenio up 2-0. Stewart delivers off the glove of Garcia at short. 2 on with nobody out for Texas.
And that's an 0-2 pitch, a little bit too close for a good hitter like Katie Stewart.
Well, we talked about it with Ella Parker, too. I mean, Katie Stewart, she gets a pitch, gets around it, away. Just so strong.
And now what do you do with Reese Atwood, who has 70 career home runs, the all-time leader at Texas, but the 2-time All-American does not yet have one in her career against Oklahoma.
She was robbed of an RBI last night, had a great at-bat, and Alana Agbayani went into center field to make a grab, to take away a run that would have been an RBI.
.426 on the season with a runner in scoring position for the senior from Sandia, Texas. Takes a look at strike 1 from Wachenio. Integral part of their national championship team a year ago, a member of the All-World Series team.
Boy, they really have her shifted outfield. You can see Ella Parker. Take a look at this. You can see right down the line, Ella Parker is pulled well over. It's telling me I'm going to be hunting on the inner half if I'm Reese Atwood right now.
Wachenio doing a good job of getting ahead in the count so far.
3 straight changeups. You talk about fearing a hitter. You go to 3 of those, 58, 57, 58.
Last night, OU struck in the first inning. Can Texas do the same tonight? Atwood down the line and left, on the run and making the catch in foul territory is Abby Dayton. Runners hold, 1 down.
And that was all about the changeup. 3 consecutive pitches, comes up and in, and even though it's not high velocity, jams up Reese Atwood. Effective velocity working very well there for the sophomore.
So now it's Vivi Martinez who gets the call in the cleanup spot tonight. Losing 4 of their last 5 guys, it's been the others, not Atwood and not Stewart, that have left a lot of guys on base. So can the others change that storyline tonight? And it starts here with Vivi. Right back up the middle off the glove of Garcia, and Texas strikes first.
One of the best things about Vivi Martinez is her simple, quiet swing. We talk about Katie Stewart and Reese, big swinging hitters, but watch Vivi get that front foot down and just simply hitting a ground ball up the middle. This is where she lives. Very short swing, very simple to the ball, and it gets it done for Texas, who was shut out last night. Nice job on the changeup.
Yeah, really good job adjusting. Switchenio is throwing that pitch a lot here in that first inning.
Here's Leanne Good, enjoying a career year for the senior from San Antonio. It actually started last year in the NCAA tournament. She went on a tear and hit over 400 in the postseason. Hitting over 400 still this year.
Chenio is a lot of rise ball and off speed. She also throws a good curve ball as well, but we're seeing her a lot upstairs and off. And Texas has done a good job of barreling it up here early. Audrey Lowry was really good yesterday, but she also has a good rise ball, but she never threw it. When we were talking with Jen Rocha before the game, there was a lot of east and west.
One, two to Good. Fouls it off.
Texas likes it up.
Exactly. That's my point. Their bat path is, I think, a little bit more conducive to a pitch that's more up in the zone than down in the zone.
More of a flat swing. They're not as much about launch angle.
Mike White looking on with 2 runners on base. Too early to consider a pinch runner here, guys? You could get a runner at second for Stewart, and she can re-enter if you think runs are going to be at a premium.
Too early, and I think they should have done it when she was on first.
Remember, in softball, you can get lifted once and still re-enter the game.
Especially just seeing, you know, you don't know when the opportunities are going to come. You can't just assume that Katie Stewart's going to be in scoring position every time she comes up.
Not only a lot of changeup this inning, but a lot of pitches for Miley. Up over 20. Good. Line to second, Agbayani. To the shortstop, Garcia covering, and it's a double play.
This Oklahoma team had 2 double plays to help them out in yesterday's game. They follow suit here in game 2. The line drive to Agbayani over to Garcia for the double play to get out of the jam.
Today.
Well, here in Austin, big weekend series, the Red River rivalry. Game 1 last night, going to the Sooners. Ella Parker, Isabella Emmerling both went deep. Audrey Lowry terrific in the circle, and 4 spectacular defensive plays by the Sooner defense to pitch the shutout. Hi, everybody, and welcome back for Game 2 tonight. Beth Mowins alongside our Olympic gold medalist may see a little more offense tonight with a different pitching core going.
Yeah, and it was a fun offense last night, but that was kind of the biggest thing coming into this series was Oklahoma, everything they're doing, Texas as well, but the bats were quiet last night, already starting early in this one.
Well, it's important for Texas to do what they did, put a run up in that first inning. They weren't able to do that at all yesterday, shut out. So getting on the board early, super important for Texas. But now they have to continue to figure out a way to shut down this very strong, record-setting Oklahoma offense.
Yeah, it was an RBI single for Vivi Martinez to score Caden Henry, who drew a walk to get on base. So here in the top of the second, it's 5-6-7 for the Sooners. And Emmerling will step out. Hannah Wells in the circle. And a chat with their pitching coach, Patty Ruth Taylor. Hannah, native Texan, a National Player of the Year in high school. She's a two-way player for them. Also can hit for some power if need be.
Throwing her into the fire as a Froshy, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, she's pitched in big games, Alabama, A&M, those series, but nothing like this rivalry, the offense, the numbers. I'm sure she's aware, growing up as a kid, watching Oklahoma and the Sooners and everything that they've done over the last 5 years.
She's got that heavy drop, so she uses that the lower half of the zone. A good changeup. She'll vary those speeds between 57 and 70 miles an hour. So she's got a lot of really good tools. What we've seen so far early is she just has to keep the ball out of the white part of the plate. And while she's ahead, attack the zone, but make sure that she's throwing to strengths as a ball.
And the biggest thing against Isabella Emmerling is she's a low ball hitter, so you have to be careful. And that's why you saw her elevate a little bit more on that last pitch. Isabella hitting a home run and a few offensive big hits. And that was on a changeup down in the zone.
Already with more home runs and RBIs than last year. Her batting average is up over 200 points this season. And the slug over 400 points.
Impressive. It's a curveball in the outer half that Hannah Wells can throw so good.
Full count to Emmerling. Got a piece. It's a Sooner lineup that has already set the SEC single season home run record. They are on track, Patty Gasso's club, to break all the school's offensive hitting records. She calls it one of her most powerful teams ever. And Wells gets a strikeout there to open up the second inning.
Well, the freshman Hannah Wells has a lot of tools. She has the ability to go down hard in the zone. She's going to have that velocity anywhere from 57 to 70 miles an hour at that drop. So heavy, really good spin, a curveball to expand the zone, but it's the off speed. It's the changeup here. Look at the spin on this pitch. And Emmerling well out in front of that pitch. Big strikeout for the freshman. When she throws that pitch effectively, that changeup is a knee buckler.
One down for Gabby Garcia. Sophomore from Chandler, Arizona, is a member of the United States national team pool. Of course, Patty Gasso coaching Team USA the next couple of summers towards the LA Olympics. They've got an International Cup in late July in Oklahoma City. They've got a World Cup coming up in September in Oklahoma City. So the national team will be busy this summer as the count goes 3-0 to Garcia. First game of our doubleheader tonight still to come. Heading out west to the farm. Stanford with that grand slam walk-off win over Florida State last night, snapping the Noles' 25-game win streak.
That was incredible. Seventh inning alone. If you want to go back and watch highlights, just fast forward to the seventh inning. You'll see it all from Florida State and Stanford.
It'll take you about an hour to watch.
Yes.
But opposite way, driven deep, back it goes and gone. Gabby Garcia, her 17th of the season, ties it up.
This is how the Sooners do it. Yeah, they can get on base, batting average super high, but it's the slug. It's the home runs, the historic pace that they've got going, and everyone throughout this lineup. This is a pitch left elevated, middle away. That is the sweet spot for Gabby Garcia, and she actually gets underneath this, but the power that she's got to still hit it out opposite field.
First extra base hit for her in her last 10 games, and she touches them all. And that'll bring up Sydney Barker in the 7th spot in the lineup. So now 147 is their total, tied for the 5th most in D1 history. The record they set in 2021 is 161. They are on pace to hit over 200 home runs this year.
It's mind-blowing. And you know, there's nowhere to hide through the strike zone. And that last pitch that Garcia hit out was a perfect example. It's on the outer half. They don't try to pull it. You know, they're just fundamentally so sound, hitting the ball inside out and driving it out to all fields.
Yeah, but think of how encouraging the feedback is. A lot of times you had to pull it because that's where your power was coming from. Gabby Garcia can meet that pitch and go with it and hit it out. How strong they are.
Ooh, just missed. Kevin Condor behind the plate tonight. Terry Holt at first base. Mike Burwell at third base. Our crew this evening. Barker will send that one out of play.
I think the difference, too, between these two teams, a lot more fly balls that you'll see from Oklahoma. A lot more ground balls that you'll see from Texas. Doesn't mean the both teams can't get it done, but different swing paths, different philosophies.
2-2 pitch. Hitter. And a one-out base runner. Go-ahead run aboard. There's a look at the Oklahoma lineup. They have all hit multiple home runs. Every hitter on the roster has a home run this year. And if you count them up, 6 of them with double-digit home runs.
Just for perspective, Reese Atwood's got 15 home runs. So, I mean, 2 through 6 there. I mean, they're all leading what Texas's all-time home run leader is hitting this year. That's how incredible this lineup has been.
I mean, 1 out of every 10 plate appearances results in a home run. So, I mean, even me that's bad at math, I can see that's almost every time through the lineup they're going to hit a home run.
Yeah, averaging 3.5, almost 4 home runs a game. And the majority of the runs, obviously, that they put up on the board are via the home run.
60%?
60%.
Here's Agbayani.
Atwood only 3 or 4 games where they haven't hit a home run.
3 games. That's it.
It's insane.
Agbayani, the senior from Hawaii, was 1 for 3 last night. Her second year at Oklahoma after a couple of outstanding seasons at BYU. The coaching staff has done a terrific job of meshing, you know, really good recruiting classes with the portal pickups. And have, for the most part, gotten most of the picks right.
Good job by Hannah Wells. She's been kind of living against these lefties a little more middle away, which is much more their zone.
Did they just call an illegal pitch? Checking with the official scorer on that.
The umpire just stepped out with his fist. Can't hear him, but
And Wells likes to throw on that arm side of the plate, especially that drop ball. It's very heavy, but 3 hits given up today, all to the left-handers in this Oklahoma lineup.
Scoreboard has 3-1 count. So we believe that's what it was. A ball charged to the pitcher Wells, and now it's full.
Could have been a pitch clock violation, more than likely.
Could have been a pitch clock violation as well, yeah. Agbayani right back to Wells, spins, fires the second for one, over to first, not in time to get both. But they do get the lead runner for the second out.
So important to be able to field your position once you let go of that ball, and it's exactly what Wells does. She knows immediately she's going to Vivi Martinez, and Agbayani runs very well, the lefty getting down the line, making sure she's not doubled up.
So with 2 outs and a base runner, here's the 9-hitter Abby Dayton. .446 batting average in your 9 spot. Skies that one out to left. Alyssa Sneed is there. Side retired, but a run up courtesy of the long ball.
You don't have to wait long in this lineup. Gabby Garcia hits her 17th home run going opposite field. Get the Sooners on the board. We're all tied up here in the second.
Neffy.
And the Norman conquest is complete with the historic 4-peat for Oklahoma. Texas is finally bringing the championship home to Austin. Last year it was Texas. The 4 years before that, it was Oklahoma. As you check out their current resumes, both right now in a position to host a regional and a super regional to try and get back to the World Series. Double-digit RPI wins as Ashton Maloney drops down a bunt, and Sydney Barker is there to take care of it, 1 down. In all likelihood, the Sooners RPI, they've got a great opportunity to move that up because their schedule is backloaded. It's probably the toughest finish in the SEC. They've got almost all top 25 RPI games remaining, including finishing the season at Texas A&M. Texas will have that series for you next weekend when they head to Athens to take on Georgia. With 1 down, Alyssa Sneed. It's 6, 7, and 8 in the lineup. Here's something crazy that will likely change moving forward, but the 8-9 RPI, so a potential showdown in the Super Regionals would be Texas Tech at OU currently.
I mean, I would sign up for that, but too bad it's not an OKC.
Now, Texas Tech did lose today, upset by Utah, so it's quite possible as well that if Oklahoma wins tonight or wins tomorrow and takes this series, they could be the new #1 ranked team next week.
I mean, ultimately, they should be.
What would that be, 4 teams this year?
Texas has been there, Texas Tech, Tennessee. 2-1 pitch from Huachenyo. In a 1-1 game, Vivi Martinez, the RBI single in the first for Texas. Gabby Garcia, the solo home run in the second for OU. The other contenders in the SEC were winners today. Alabama, they're a couple games behind OU. Florida, 3 games back. Texas A&M, also a winner. Carlin Pickens, a no-hitter today for the Lady Vols.
Keegan Rothrock had a no-hitter for the Gators
yesterday. Yeah. So
No-nos
the pitchers
going.
are striking back, Smitty.
Go pitchers.
Swing and a miss. And Huachenyo with her first strikeout, 2 down.
Well, Huachenyo, we talked about the rise ball. The combination, though, with this changeup is what's so outstanding. Really good spin speed on this pitch, and you can see the Snead well out in front of it, not identifying it. Big strikeout for Huachenyo.
She's averaging 9 per 7 innings. And Mike White, the way he set up his lineup, the DP, Katie Bennett, he can also move his pitcher, Hannah Wells, into that spot, which looks like that's what Mike's going to do here. Possibly because over the last 5 games, she's hitting .333 with 5 RBIs. So it will be Wells here in the 8 spot. Out in front of the off speed again.
She is selling that, and you can tell now 2 swings and misses just in this inning, not picking it up way out in front. Plus, it's got that nice late tail to it.
Got her again down in the zone.
I mean, that's a good pitch, even if it's, I mean, faster. That's the thing. She's pulling the string 57 miles an hour, but it looks like a really good drop, that late break.
Yeah, and that's the key. When she's ahead, is nasty because she just continues to throw that pitch. I mean, hitters are just hitting a $147 against her when she is ahead in the count. And she is here, 1-2.
Wow, 3 of them for her second strikeout in a 1-2-3 inning.
Miley Huachenyo showing what an elite changeup looks like. Look at the way she pulls the string on this pitch. Second strikeout of the game for Huachenyo.
Back.
Well, while the Oklahoma Sooners are chasing another championship, they're also chasing down some records with this offense, including the most runs scored. They'll give that a go from their 2021 team. Home runs, almost a given at this point that they will set a new single-season record. And for Kendall Wells, can she catch Laura Espinoza, who hit 37 in 1995? And Kendall is coming back around in this third inning to hit second, back to the top of the order as the Sooner offense on pace to break all of those school records. And we've got a pitching change out there for Texas. It's Brenly Gonzalez, the second time through the batting order. Kai Miner singled in the first, got caught stealing. Gonzalez making her first appearance in the series. Her sixth time this year coming on in relief.
Gonzalez has a good curveball. She'll throw it on both sides of the plate. That changeup that floats in about 51 miles an hour. She made an appearance against Alabama last week.
Catches the inside corner, 3-1. Miner's been on base 3 of her 5 plate appearances so far in the series. Best freshman batting average in the country for Kai. Counts full. Hard hit, but Stewart is there defensively. One down, and here comes Kendall Wells. 30 home runs on the season. She's chasing Jocelyn Allo's school record of 34. Jallo did it twice in 2021 and 2022. Has exploded onto the scene this year. Already has set the new SEC single season record and the freshman national record with her 30. One more, she'll hold that mark all by herself.
She has such a unique stance. You know, getting with JT Gasso in the fall to understand her power. Watch that front leg just kind of bow out. That's like her squat position. We talked about different types of motor preferences. Some are terrestrial, meaning closer to the ground. Some are aerial, meaning they hit better if they're higher up. And for her, she's like, look, I'm a catcher. I want to be low. And that front leg opening up allows her hips to clear so that she can get to an inside pitch.
And that's the ironic part, is that her power is to all fields. So she's been exposed a little bit on the outer half, but we've also seen her take a ball off the plate on the outer half and drive it out of the park. Just so much power.
Looking for the first hit against Texas of her career. And the count goes 2-2. That's a lot of heat, Jess.
I mean, unbelievable. The red is her slug. So this is slug percentage. It goes up, it gets red. It's up and red everywhere. But look how far off the plate inside. That's that stance that she's in.
Gonzalez can't get her to chase, and it's a full count.
And she's so strong. I mean, it's a simple stance that she has. She doesn't have a big leg kick, nothing that she's trying to like lay into. She just puts her foot up and down because where she's at right here, that's her power position. She doesn't need to change it. Just get her barrel to the ball.
Nice changeup from Gonzalez. catches her looking. 2 down.
Gonzalez really using that changeup in the low 50s, the velocity differential. And look at the way that is just going to fall down into the zone. And immediately Wells knew that she was fooled on that. Great deceptive release by Gonzalez with that changeup.
The game with a changeup already early on here,
Yes.
both sides.
Well, if you didn't know it before, you know it now. You need a changeup to win at this level.
That's right.
And if you're going to go to the World Series without one, you may have a problem.
Sellable changeup, and that's the thing. Changeups are fun to hit if you can see it out of the hand. You can see how pitchers give it away. Most pitchers do.
Here's Ella Parker. That skid off her arm. Well, it looks like Ella got out of the way.
If you can sell that changeup, I mean, like, good luck. And it's a rare trait. We're seeing it done very well in this game.
Ella had a hard hit ball to right center, doubled her first time up. Change up at 53 miles an hour.
And this is where Gonzalez is so strong, because you think as a hitter you're in a leverage 2-0 count, you're diving into something, and whoop, she puts that changeup in there, taking away your power.
Back-to-back 51.
Another one right at the knees. 2 and 2.
51.
Well, and she's got about 15 miles an hour, right? Her hard stuff's coming in at
Yeah.
65, 66 miles an hour, so that differential's so good.
Parker able to protect.
I think what this is doing now, 3 in a row, low 50s. When she does come back with that mid to upper 60s, Ella's going to have to be able to react. So now she's getting used to that lower 50s velocity.
Yeah, that effective velocity, if she throws a backdoor curveball in the inner half, it's going to be tough to catch up to.
She tried.
Yeah, left it a little early release, so it's down in the dirt.
Full count to Parker.
If I'm Parker here, I'm sitting change.
Gonzalez going for a 1-2-3 inning at the top of the order. Second free pass, and the Sooners have a 2-out base runner.
The way Ella Parker's been swinging it, you know, you don't mind that walk. 2 outs, put her on first base, and I get it. It's not easier as you go down this lineup, but there is another level with Ella Parker right now.
She's been on base 5 of her 6 plate appearances. We've only gotten her out once. Here's Pickering. Cassidy's 0 for 4 so far in the series, but I mean, 3 of her last 5 hits have left the building. What a combo she and Parker have been over the last 2.5 seasons. Coming into OU together, one from California, one from Texas. Oh-2 from Brenly. Couple of strikeouts in the inning.
How about Gonzalez getting it done in the circle? The lefty with that outstanding changeup. She says, hey, I got a great curveball too at 67 miles an hour.
ESPN is your home for the Women's College World Series. Coverage begins May 28th on ABC, ESPN, and ESPN2. Red River Rivalry Game 2. We got a 1-1 affair, and we've got Patty Gasso on the mic.
Well, Patty, you talked a lot about coming in this weekend, your freshman getting tested. When you think about Kendall Wells in particular, how much has she been challenged the most she's been all year the last 2 games?
Yeah, I think she's feeling the pressure a little bit. They got us guessing, and that's something that she's been doing through the weekend. But this is a good learning situation for her, and that's what we're trying to get out of it.
And Coach, what do you like about Miley Wachenio this afternoon in the circle?
Yeah, I like her. I think she, again, you come in, you have a little bit of nerves, but she's settling in. She can move the pitch around, work up high, work low, but her off speed is the neutralizer as well.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Coach.
guys.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Patty.
Coach.
See ya.
Now in her 32nd season with 8 national titles. They are the defending champs in the SEC regular season, and they are on top of the standings right now as we head into the second half of conference play with a couple of games up on Alabama. There you see Texas at 9-4, trying to stay in the chase. Quite the sisterhood, of course, around the SEC, and you've noticed some of the teal and the All for Alex t-shirts. It's All for Alex weekend. The former Mississippi State freshman Alex Wilcox, who passed away back in 2018, an heroic fight against ovarian cancer. So this weekend, a reminder to folks, raising awareness and anything you can do to help the fight against ovarian cancer. See the teal all around the SEC this weekend.
It's so great. And we were talking with Jen Rocha before the game, who is back from her battle with cancer earlier this year, the pitching coach for Oklahoma. And she talked a lot about being an advocate for yourself, female health. It's an inspiring story, Jess.
Yeah, just the awareness, but also the importance of advocacy for women's health. And Jen Rocha's been super emotional, as she should be, the last few weeks that we've been around her being back in the dugout, how much it's meant to the Sooner team and honestly the entire softball community.
Yeah.
And missed the first 7 weeks, returned for the LSU series at the end of March. Katie Bennett, foul down the left field line. It's 9, and then the top of the order here for Texas. In a 1-1 game, Sooner, the Horns jumped in front, RBI single for Vivi Martinez, and then a second inning solo home run for Gabby Garcia. If the Sooners win tonight, they will take the series. Texas needs a win to make Game 3 tomorrow of more significance. Two misses high. One walk to the leadoff, Caden Henry. That's the only freebie so far allowed by the Sooners.
She did come around to score. The importance of that free pass.
Up and in, walked her. Hey, it's the 30th annual WNBA Draft coming your way on Monday night on ESPN and the ESPN app. The Dallas Wings have the first pick. And we also welcome the expansion Toronto Tempo and Portland Fire. They'll pick 6th and 7th. Coverage begins with WNBA Countdown at 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific. So a walk to the number 9 hitter, and here comes Henry. Texas really didn't have an opportunity to play a small ball, to use their speed at all in Game 1 last night.
Well, it's interesting because Emmerling, the first baseman, plays back, so in a traditional bunt situation, it's going to be Wachenio who's going to have to get off that pitching mound, off that rubber coming out of her pitch to make sure she fields anything if Henry does put it down. You can see, look at how far the first baseman, she is so far back. There's no way that she is playing that bunt coverage. So it's going to be up to Barker and Wachenio to handle anything short. Well, and that's also why they're going to throw Henry on the outer
Yeah, I
half.
was going to say.
Yeah.
And it's hard. It's hard as a lefty to get around the ball, to bunt it down, to take it with you. And it's something you don't practice. Sometimes you're always trying to get it to the third baseman. Patty Gasso's defense playing those odds.
1-2 pitch here. Pulls it. But Emmerling's only play is at first, so as good as the sacrifice to get Bennett into scoring position. And here comes Katie Stewart, followed by Reese Atwood. So this is what Mike White was hoping for by changing his lineup tonight.
And what a difference a night makes, because I'll tell you what, last night you put her on first base. I mean, after her last night in that 5-hole, there wasn't a whole lot happening after. Now, who's on deck? Reese Atwood. So you have to pitch to Katie Stewart, who's the best hitter in this lineup right now.
These two have only had 5 RISP opportunities in the last 5 games. And Texas hoping to change that with the shakeup here this evening. There's Aaron Earlywine, you see there in the teal, their new hitting coach this year. Katie Stewart, if it wasn't for the year that Kendall Wells is having, I mean, she'd be your SEC Player of the Year at the midway point.
She's been passionate. 48 RBIs, 20 home runs. #1 in slug.
Stewart ahead of the record chase right now for
Slug.
batting average, on base, slug. She could shatter that. Home run, she could catch Atwood.
It's insane.
Single season records.
And she does credit Aaron Earlywine, the new hitting coach this year, to the numbers. She's always been a powerful hitter, but more consistent this year. And honestly, her ability to hit the pitch up. Always been a down ball hitter. And she can tattoo a rise ball.
3-1.
Well, impressive. You know, the batting average at 479, but the RISP average even higher. So when the stakes are high, that's when Katie Stewart really steps up.
Big chance right here for Texas. Stewart, deep drive, and foul.
Did it get a window, though? That's just what I want to know. Broken windows in that building out in left field a few times.
Breaking records and breaking windows. That's what Texas wants to see.
I was impressed she got her hands to that, because that was following the changeup. Usually you're late.
That sent a charge into the crowd.
Yeah, sit that change. Well, know the change is there, but then being able to react. That just shows Katie Stewart 2 strikes right now.
And she was not much off that 66-mile-an-hour rise on the outer half.
Chopped foul.
You know that changeup's coming, and that has been the pitch Riley has relied on throughout this game, especially against the big hitters. I think he's already seen 3 in this at-bat.
9th pitch of this at-bat. The Longhorn Hellraisers are looking for a home run ball. Not this time. Big strikeout for Huaychenyo, her 3rd, 2 down.
Well, Huaychenyo's a lot of rise, a lot of curve, and obviously the changeup. But look at the movement on this pitch. It's got some down on it, and that is just coming in hard and gets Katie Stewart to swing through it.
Here's Reese Atwood with first base open. Vivi Martinez on deck. She has their RBI with a single in the 1st. 1-1 to Reese. Two-time first-team All-American, 15 home runs, 47 runs batted in. Top 20 all-time in RBI in NCAA history. Change up in for a strike, 1-2. Atwood got it under it and in front of it. Off the roof of the batting cages foul. They were left whining for clutch hits last night. What about tonight?
There's that pitch again. She struck Katie Stewart out long. That was close.
I wonder if Reese was sitting changing.
I wonder too. Yeah.
I mean,
That was really close to
was
let go.
really close.
She's way back in the box. Little
Tough
self-talk there. 2-2 pitch coming. Got her! What a job by Huaychenyo. Strikeouts of Stewart and Atwood back-to-back with a runner in scoring position.
Huaychenyo getting it done. That changeup has been knee buckling, getting out of the jam, picking up 2 big strikeouts.
Welcome back to the SEC on ESPN. 1-1 game, and the pitching has been the story tonight, and the changeup has been a big part of it,
It's
Michelle.
been a huge part of it, Beth, and we talk about it all the time. You've got to be able to fool hitters, either movement through the zone or that change of when the ball shows up, the change in velocity. And you look back over the probably last 20 years, some of the best, most powerful pitchers in the game that have won the Women's College World Series, the Taryn Mowats, the Danielle Laurie, all amazing changeups.
Miley Huaychenyo with the back-to-back strikeouts of Stewart and Atwood to end the threat and keep this thing knotted at 1-all.
That was massive. I mean, massive. Well, we get the 2 biggest hitters out.
And Texas finally moves them up in that 2 and 3 hole, and
They got what they wanted. They got them out, runner in scoring position.
Here's Emmerling. It's 5, 6, and 7 in the top of the 4th for the Sooners. Isabella struck out on the changeup, her first time up.
Seems like Texas has a plan, possibly one pitcher for every time through the order. Gonzalez in here, second time through the order. Citlali Gutierrez up in the pen now, possibly for the third time through the order.
Well, this is how good this order is from 1 through 9. I mean, just crazy the depth. 7 players are hitting over 400, 7 on base more than half the time, 7 of them with a slug of over 800. And is it 7 still with an OPS of over 1,300? As Emmerling draws the walk. Second time tonight with a leadoff on base to open up an inning.
The reason that the Sooners are on the board, that one run is a solo shot. Gabby Garcia back in the second inning, goes Oppo. The pitch location up and away. She just meets this thing, the power she's got, actually gets underneath it. But enough to clear that wall. '17 home run of the season. It's third on the team. She's 1 away from Ella Parker.
First off, number 42, Gabby Garcia.
Bunt's on. Bunt goes foul. The pinch runner down there at first base is Cheney Helton, running for Emmerling, who can re-enter. Gabby does have a sacrifice bunt this season, but as you guys have already mentioned, she hit a home run just a few minutes ago. Also speaks to the versatility of this lineup. Snap throw down to first, and they got her! What a throw by Atwood!
We have seen Atwood do this before. She has picked off runners at third base. This one at first base. Look at Stewie knows immediately that she needs to get in a position to be able to receive this ball from Atwood, and it is a dart down to first base. Atwood so quick with that release. Again, the Johnny Bench Award winner behind the dish. Reese Atwood, the All-American, so good.
Well, we've seen her throw out a runner at third and at first this season with those. And a strikeout of Garcia to follow it up, 2 down. Well, that changed the momentum in a hurry.
It's got the home crowd up on their feet and clapping their hands. It's that Gonzalez changeup again. We talked about how both pitchers are really using this pitch effectively. That ball's going to hop in. They get the call down at third saying that she went.
So with 2 outs, it's Sydney Barker, who was hit by a pitch in the second. Waits on the change, and that'll fall on the grass out in center. And a 2-out base hit for Barker. So she's aboard for the second time tonight.
It's when the lower half gets beat, upper half just finds enough, and we've seen pretty much everyone swing and miss through the changeup. We talked a lot about it, both sides. Right now, the only hit for Oklahoma on that changeup.
Well, while we have a minute, we'll remind you that Wednesday is Jackie Robinson Day around MLB, and a special ESPN telecast for you. The Mets and Dodgers finish up their 3-game series. Joe Buck, Ron Darling, Oral Hershiser on the call. Coverage begins at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. Shohei is scheduled to get the start, by the way, in that one.
For the back-to-back champion Dodgers? What are you talking about?
That'd be the ones.
That's them.
Making
Are
sure.
there- Is there another Dodger?
Are there any other kind?
No.
Rarely get to say that, that's for sure.
All right, so a pinch hitter here in the 8th spot in the order. Lexi McDaniel, slow roller to third. Nichols has it, side retired. 1-1 ball game here in Austin. Welcome back to the SEC on ESPN. And welcome back to McCombs Field here in Austin. 1-1 game, Texas and OU, and Mike White now joins us.
And Coach, what's been the message to your offense, specifically through the middle of the order?
Well, we've got to try and get pitches we can handle. We're doing a pretty good job. We haven't driven the runs, and they're throwing a lot of different speeds at us. We've got to be kind of selective, make sure we decide which way we want to swing on, when we have to.
Well, how do you adjust? I mean, you know better than anyone how important the off speed is. How do you adjust to that changeup?
Well, there's a couple of ways. You can just guess it, just sit on it and hope you guess right. But the other part is, you got to be aggressive. You got to pick a speed.
All right, thank you very much, Mike.
All right, thank you. Hook 'em.
Well, Huaychenyo back-to-back with the off speed to get Stewart and Atwood.
Yeah, it's been the changeup too that talked so much about, and big swings, big moments. Katie Stewart, Reese Atwood, as you just mentioned, and it is that pitch. Mike White, being a pitcher himself, understands the importance of the off speed, and he's facing against it. His own pitching staff using it as well. You look at the numbers: 4 strikeouts for the sophomore, 3 on that changeup.
Well, and you have to make adjustments when you're going up against really good changeup pitchers. You have to expect it's going to show up. So you have to sit on it. You either have to make an adjustment in the batter's box, but you have to do something in order to try to take it away from the pitcher.
Vivi hit it up the middle, her last at bat. So the only hitter in this lineup that's been able to recognize it. Hit it hard.
She has one of their 2 hits, drove in a run in the first. Must have hit off her bat.
That check swing, started her swing.
Martinez good, and Maloney, it's 4, 5, and 6. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Bringing some heat high.
One of the things that Mike White is also really good at is picking that change, and that's what he's trying for. Kind of alluded to that in the interview, sitting changeup. And you'll see him just stare at the pitcher's grip to see what he can see.
And that's why Huaychenyo has that hand so deep in that glove, trying to keep the coaches from picking.
But look at where he's at. And even though she's hiding it deep, that's the difference between softball and baseball. In baseball, it's out of the glove so quick. But with softball, you have that time as it comes out and around. If you can see something big with that grip.
a former pitcher himself, still throws BP pregame. That one missed low, 2-2.
And so when you're picking a pitch, and as a pitcher, it's so important, you'll see how deep she's going to go in that glove to get the grip and try to hide it, and the way she curls that glove around so that the coach can't see it from the third base side. Lefties obviously from the first base side.
Pulled down the line to first. Emmerling is there, one down.
The other thing that Uchenyo does as well is she drops back and pulls out of her glove. So you'll see as she comes out of her glove, she comes behind her body. You can also pick it there as well. So if she's tucking a knuckle or if she's doing a double grip, any of those sorts of things, you can try to identify that as she passes by her hip. And you can see that also as a hitter. You should be looking at that.
Here's Leanne Good, lined into a double play her first time up. Still a shade over 400 on the season for Leanne. Garcia scoops it to Agbayani and tried to get the throw over to first, but Good able to leg it out, and a one-out base runner.
Only chance she had was to be able to flip this out because she full length dives. I mean, this is base hit up the middle all the way, but she lays out and knows if we got any chance, I'm going to flip this over to you. Still, though, the speed getting down the line for Leanne Good. Great effort, though, from Garcia.
Base runner here for Texas again. This is Ashton Maloney. They've had chances to score now in 3 of their first 4 innings, or at least had a runner on base. 2 for 7 tonight with runners on, after they went 0 for 13 last night in a 3-0 shutout loss. Maloney dropping down the bunt. Uchenyo to first with the coverage. And Good into scoring position with 2 down.
I don't like that decision there to sacrifice to get to 2 outs. I get no outs, but Ashton Maloney's been swinging a good bat. She had the triple last night. I mean, this is a part of the lineup, the bottom of the order. You're bunting to get to hitters that have struggled. I would have let her swing there with 1 out to get to 2 outs.
So here's Alyssa Sneed. Struck out on the changeup her first time up.
Well, and especially because Texas has been struggling a little bit with runners in scoring position. I mean, they were really good earlier in the year, but the last couple games they have been on the struggle bus.
Texas, the RISP, look at what has happened the last 6 games. A drastic drop in the clutch gene. Second inning in a row with a chance, and Sneed will lay down a bunt. Out at first is Uchenyo able to scoop it over to Emmerling.
They've got to check this.
Yeah, they have to check this.
Super close.
For what would be the 3rd out of the inning, and I think Mike White is looking over at first base to see if they ought to challenge.
The ruling on the field is an out. Texas has challenged that ruling on the field. The previous play is under further review.
All right, so a challenge coming.
Oh, yeah, she's safe, yeah. And that ball, as soon as it comes up, just gives Sneed more time to get to the bag, and she is.
So that'll be runners on the corners here for Texas.
Uchenyo, though, I mean, talk about the effort on that play. I mean, just to even get over there to flip it with the glove.
After review, the ruling on the field has been changed. The runner is safe. Texas has 2 challenges remaining.
How about Alyssa Sneed? I mean, from the right side, just recognizing everything you talked about, Smitty. I mean, first base is back. Look at the location and just perfect. It doesn't have to be a pretty bunt. She didn't deaden this bunt. She just got it to the right spot, forcing Miley to have to come over and her legs. I mean, catching them completely off guard.
Yeah, absolutely. Abagani, the second baseman, is way up the middle, so there is no opportunity but anyone but Wachenio to have to go get that ball.
So how about this for a moment for J.C. Nichols, the freshman third baseman, replacing the All-American Mia Scott this season. She's hitting $185 in SEC play. And they did the DP switch for her in her first time at bat. So this is her first look at Wachenio tonight. And a chance to give Texas the lead. Couple of infield hits in the inning for Texas, the bottom of the order, trying to generate some offense.
White working the signs.
Yeah, he's specifically looking at his players.
0-2, 2 outs.
See if they try to take off from first with Sneed.
The throw down to second.
Yeah, and that's what it was. I think he was trying to tell
Yeah.
Sneed, look at your device. I want you to go down, try to get in a rundown, because that wasn't full out.
Yeah, you can signal in not just to your defense, but also to your offense now in college softball. Another 2-strike pitch to Nichols. Youngster staying in it. Out of Durant, Oklahoma, so an Oklahoma native. Was 0 for 2 last night. He got good at third, the go-ahead run. High chopper back up the middle, and a run will score. J.C. Nichols.
Use the ground. I mean, use the ground. That is a textbook. What you do, short game hitter, perfectly done. You get it late in the batter's box and watch her use this ground. The trampoline effect, base hit all the way. No chance for Agbayani to get anybody out.
And how about behind in the count? I mean, that is just really great back control, a 1-2 pitch that she's able to bash down.
Nichols' first RBI since February 27th versus Houston. Break it out. Talk about a time to come out with the biggest hit of her career. And this is her working this. How many foul balls to be able to get to this? And a lot of people don't understand slapping. This is as textbook as it gets. Her being able to get this late enough to use it just in front of home plate. That's where the trampoline effect is. Gets it over the pitcher's head into that no man's land for speed. We've seen that slap game go away, Smitty. Not as much right here for an RBI.
Her first SEC RBI, and it gives Texas the 2-1 lead.
We talk about so much slug, so much home runs. It's good to see a little of the old school.
The speed game come back.
Yeah. 3 infield hits from the bottom. And here's Katie Bennett in the 9 spot. She walked her first time up. Still a chance for more here for the Longhorns. Warner was in for a strike.
Very nice pitch on the inner half after working that arm side.
One from Huachenyo.
He's back on the inner half again with that rise ball.
Couple on with Sneed and Nichols. Slapped foul.
Notice Smitty, everything now up in the zone after we saw what Nichols did with the ground there. She wants a fly ball out or a swing and miss.
Yeah.
Of course, the off speed's still in her back pocket.
Sometimes pitchers get conservative in this situation with the slapper up, throwing the changeup because they're afraid they're going to bunt it, especially with the corners back, even though there are 2 outs.
To third, and Barker is there. Side retired, but a run up for the Longhorns.
No runs last night. We got 2, a big one here, the go-ahead run. A lot of emotion for Texas, letting loose as they take the lead against Oklahoma.
Started in the first inning for Texas. Vivi Martinez driving one right back up the middle to score Caden Henry. Horns went up early. But then in the second, the response, Gabby Garcia taking it deep and sending it out to even things up. And then the bottom of the Texas order in the 4th inning, J.C. Nichols, without an RBI yet in SEC play, picks one up there with the clutch hit. And a 2-1 Texas lead as we head to the 5th inning. Longhorns looking for a win tonight to even the series after OU won game 1 3-0 last night. A rivalry that has been one-sided over the years. This is the 94th meeting. Oklahoma has won 14 of the last 15 series, including twice for the national championship in the last 5 years.
This could be the last batter for Gonzalez. We'll see. Tegan Gavon now up in the bullpen now that Texas has taken the lead.
Tegan on the left there, number 17, threw 143 pitches last night. But with uncertainty about weather tomorrow, may want to try and win game 2 and see what happens tomorrow with Mother Nature for a game 3 possibly. Scheduled for 1 o'clock local time tomorrow. Abby Dayton in the 9 spot, and then it's the 2 freshmen, Miner and Wells. And Dayton draws a walk. That's the 4th free pass tonight. ESPN is the home of MLB.TV. Stream every out-of-market game live or on demand using the ESPN app. Blackout and other restrictions apply. For more information, go to ESPN.com/MLBTV. Here's Kai Miner at the top of the order. One for 2, singled in the first. OU looking for his first hit of the night with a runner on base. Miner could not hold up. 0-2.
Back-to-back changeups. Like we're on repeat, Smitty.
Yeah, exactly.
That has been the pitch of the night for both sides.
Just a lot of really good movement through the zone on that, down into the dirt.
Here's the 1-2. There's the changeup. That was close. Oh. 2-2.
Kai Miner's hands are so quick that even there, she's beat by the change with her body, but just such quick hands, she's able to waste it. We've seen her get a lot of hits, even just using her hands. How quickly it'll get through the infield.
Out of Irvine, California. Last night, her 21st multi-hit game of the season. That's the most on the team.
It's so good, so consistent. Love her in this leadoff spot for Oklahoma. Just a spark plug. She can do it all. She can bunt, hit for average, has some power.
Pulls that one fair down the line and right. And 2 on for the big slugger, Kendall Wells, who is looking for a breakout moment and what has been a frustrating series for her so far.
Tip your cap to Texas's pitching. Tegan Gavon Friday night, I mean, just owned her first 3 at-bats, got her to chase out of the zone, down, and then up her 3rd at-bat. She ended up walking her 4th at-bat, and then tonight has gotten her looking on the changeup. You can tell the frustration. Texas doing a really good job of keeping the best hitter in the country right now as far as home runs off the base paths.
And a pitching change coming before Wells comes up. Is it Kavan? No, it looks like it will be Citlali Gutierrez coming in here for Texas. With 2 on and nobody out. And a nice hand for Brenly Gonzalez as she departs. Two-time All Big 12 relief pitcher Citlali Gutierrez coming on. The senior in her second year, obviously, in the SEC, and on the season, 11 apps with a 2.38 ERA.
Sticking with the theme of a really good off-speed pitch, this is Citlali Gutierrez. She has one of the best in the business. An off-speed curveball that really can fool a lot of hitters. She likes to attack the lower half of the zone with that drop and off-speed curveball, and those velocities range anywhere from the high 50s up to the high 60s.
Brenly Gonzalez did a terrific job for Texas, but then the walk to the 9-hitter Abby Dayton and a single for Kai Miner will bring Kendall Wells to the dish. You like Gutierrez here, or do you think Kavan would have been the move with a 2-1 lead?
If you're getting Pavon warmed up, put her in. That's my thing. She's your ace. You have a lead.
Had success against Wells. Texas so choosing to show her yet a different look.
I mean, 153 pitches yesterday, and she's still throwing in the bullpen.
A ground out and a strikeout tonight for Kendall. Gutierrez got her to chase away.
And that has been the theme for Kendall Wells, is the chase. She's swung at pitches out of the zone. Almost all of her strikeouts have been well out of the zone.
Behind 0-2. That one at the shins.
The thing to keep in mind with Kendall Wells is she can hit pitches off the plate.
Yeah.
She can be a bad ball hitter. I mean, her heat map is all over the zone. It really is not a weakness.
There you see the home run records that she's chasing. School, class, and single season in NCAA history. Got 2 on here with nobody out and a chance to grab the lead back.
Oh, that was a miss.
Yeah.
That was in, I mean, all of it's the red zone for Kendall Wells, but that was definitely big time cookie zone. Just missed it.
Two, the veteran in the circle, the freshman at the plate. Kendall Wells crushes one, and it is gone. A 3-run shot. Gives the Sooners the lead as she sets a new NCAA freshman home run record with number 31.
I mean, you talk about her just within this at bat, you guys. She chases off the plate. She gets behind 0-2. But the key is what she took. She ended up taking the pitches that she had missed early on to get to this. I mean, this is on a platter. Getting Kendall Wells back into this series, back into this game, and giving the Sooners the lead and herself the lead. All-time Division I freshman record.
On the pitch,
ricochets off that building and left.
yeah, the pitch prior, she was on it, just missed it, and then is on time and absolutely mashes that.
Number 31 for Wells. Snaps out of a funk. Through the first game and a half of this Texas series. And she mashes one. 4-2 Sooners, and here's Ella Parker. What a moment for the freshman.
Just honestly, the picture of battling
Yeah.
We talked about her struggles. You could see her frustration on her face. She is a freshman. She's young. She's figuring it out as she goes.
Well, and Jess, you said it. She battled back from 0-2. She fouled off pitches just enough to stay alive until she got one that she could barrel up.
I'm just having a hard time because Tegan Kavan is still
She's in the
throwing pitch
bullpen.
50 now
Yes.
in the bullpen. I mean, she's throwing pitches over there. Have her throw pitches.
There'll be some Monday morning quarterbacking going on. If Texas cannot rally, still plenty of time for the Horns, but Wells' 3-run home run gives Oklahoma the lead. And Parker draws the walk. That is her second. She's been on base all 3 times she's come up. 5th free pass of the night. So when you go back and reconsider the keys to the series for Texas, no freebies, keep it in the yard. Well, that's been an issue here tonight with the 2 home runs. And now 4 straight have reached to open up this 5th inning. And here comes the cleanup hitter, Cassidy Pickering. Cassidy's 0 for 2. Struck out 3 times last night and another strikeout tonight. She's looking for her first hit of the series. Tried to drop down a bunt
Hit off
and
her foot.
hit off of her foot.
Pretty incredible to think about the amount of home runs these players hit, but then they will look to drag. They'll sacrifice. Still nobody out trying to get runs.
Reading the defense, corners back. Oh yeah, I'll put it down.
In for a strike, 0-2.
Oklahoma continuing to follow suit. All of their runs via the home run in the series so far.
.148 now on the season have left the yard.
That freshman for Kendall Wells to know, I mean, you can struggle, you can be over, you can have 3 Ks in one game. It just takes one at bat to get right back in.
Gutierrez gets the strikeout of Pickering. 1 down.
Gutierrez going to that off-speed curveball. Uses this on the outer half. Pickering, you can see out in front of it. Sells that pitch very well to pick up a strikeout.
Here's Isabella Emmerling. Struck out in the 2nd, walked in the 4th. Three different pitchers so far tonight for Texas. Wells to Gonzalez to Gutierrez.
Go back to that leadoff walk to Abby Dayton, you know, hitting in that 9-hole, a 400+ batting average, but more importantly, ability to take that walk for 20th of the year that really gets things started, turns over the lineup.
Gets across the top of the zone, 1-2.
Gutierrez has done a great job of getting ahead. See, finishing off Cassidy Pickering for 2 strikes.
Called strike 3. 2 down.
Gutierrez going back to that curveball in the outer half, takes a little bit off it. Emmerling
Gonna watch that.
Gabby Garcia, who homered back in the second. Can they move Parker around? Back-to-back strikeouts after Ella walked. Garcia strikeout victim her last time up. Game one of our doubleheader tonight, still to come. Florida State at Stanford. And that will scoot through the right side. Runners on first and second with 2 down. Second hit for Garcia tonight.
Rare ground ball, too, for Oklahoma. Pitch out in the zone. Watch Gabby Garcia just get on top of this. Using the ground, too, sneaking that by. And good at second base. Usually you see them try to meet that rise ball and hit it out. So she got on top of it.
So here's Sydney Barker, a single, and was hit by a pitch. Runner in scoring position for OU. Trying to tack on another. It's Parker down at second. Off the end of the bat, a little squibber, and everybody's safe and the bases are loaded.
Yeah, you could see that off the bat. That was going to be trouble. Gonzalez, a pitch that's a little bit upstairs
Check
and off
swing,
speed.
too.
Yeah, a little bit of a check swing. Goes off the edge of the bat, end of the bat. And that's just an impossible play for Leanne Good coming in.
So Alana Agbayani will come up with the bases loaded. Looks like it will be Agbayani. She's 0 for 1. Lexi McDaniel pinch hit for her in the fourth. And then Agbayani re-entered. Well, she knows a thing or two about Grand Slams against Texas. Last year at Loves Field during the regular season, gone with the bases loaded. And that was a key swing in the sweep last year for OU in the regular season over the Longhorns.
Patty Gasso said that she is the most underrated player on this team. And we see what she does with the glove. I mean, just so smooth at second base, playing a position. Took away an RBI last night from Texas. And then very diverse at the plate as well. Has power, speed, go to some short game.
At the knees for a strike at 61 miles an hour. 7 different players have hit their 9 Grand Slams this year. They've already got a 3-run shot in the inning. And now Agbayani behind 0-2. Career against Texas, a 500 hitter. Oh, 2 from Sitlali. Driven out to right. And there is Ashton Maloney. But damage done by the Sooner freshman who sets a new record.
We talk a lot about just waiting, getting that opportunity. Kendall Wells struggled last night, struggled early in this game, then gets the pitch to break the Division I freshman record and give Oklahoma the lead. A 3-run shot here in the top of the 5th. Put him up 4-2.
It's a season of chasing records around NCAA softball, and one of them has already been tracked down. Isa Torres is trying to get another. Sarah Graziano's record for batting average in a single season's been around since the mid-90s. Megan Grant and UCLA torrid at the plate right now. She's chasing Jen Yee. And Kendall Wells, who just set a new NCAA freshman home run record where their 31st is hot on the trail of Laura Espinoza. Her home run record has stood since the mid-1990s as well. As Wells checks her focus tape there, the red tape that if you're familiar with the Sooners, they use the red or the blue tape, help their pitchers. Here's Caden Henry, and now suddenly Texas finds themselves down 4-2 after the Wells 3-run shot in the top half of the inning. Don't forget, you can watch Isa Torres coming up tonight. Understand they're having a weather delay out at Stanford, but Florida State taking on Stanford. We'll get you out there after the conclusion of our game.
Yeah, Isa Torres is much watched TV.
Yeah.
And so is that series. Yeah. That's what we saw last night.
That was wild.
Great back and forth game.
Henry off of Huaychenyo and safe at first.
Oh, we've seen a lot of that. We've seen a lot of pitches on the outer half go off of pitchers. You can see this pitch is just going to be barreled up. It's typically always a pitch on the outer half that makes a pitcher a little bit susceptible to a hard ball out the middle. Anything from the knees and below, you just can't get your glove down there in time. And Caden Henry with a really good job of barreling that up and beating it out for a leadoff base hit.
It shows how hard it was hit, though.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact Caden Henry's the fastest on this team, and Agbayani had a chance to almost get her. That's how hard that ball was hit.
All right, so Stewart and Atwood had a chance in the third inning with a runner on base, and they both struck out. Here they come again for Texas, and a chance to do some damage. Third time they are seeing Huaychenyo.
Absolutely, they should know what they're hunting in this situation, getting themselves working to get in a leverage position to attack.
Mike White made the change in this lineup for this reason. He wanted these two bats up. Runners on base. A chance to provide opportunities to score more.
Back-to-back changeups.
That one misses away, 1-1. Huaychenyo trying to follow up a gem of a performance in game one last night from Audrey Lowry.
That's part of it, though. We saw Katie Stewart hit one about 300 feet foul her last at bat on pitches that she normally hits for. That pitch that she just fouled off right now is a pitch right down the middle. Those are the ones that she needs to punish on the field and not in foul territory.
And it was 67 miles an hour, so it's something hard. Let that ball travel. Identify the off speed, identify the hard stuff, and react to it.
Jander fouls it off. Second best batting average in the SEC, number 2 in home runs in the conference, with the best slugging percentage coming into the weekend. One-two pitch. Got her with the rise. One down.
On a couple of changeups to start off Stewart, and then she comes back upstairs. Look at the rise ball. This is a pitch that is out of the zone. She starts it at the letter. She gets it up at the eyes, but she baits Katie Stewart into swinging through that. Big
Kendall
strikeout.
Wells behind the plate, fired up for the freshman.
So now it's Reese Atwood's turn. Check swing on the rise.
They're getting them guessing right now, and that's the biggest thing right now. Katie Stewart, Reese Atwood there, kind of a check swing on a rise ball. They know the changeup is a possibility, and either you got to commit to swinging at that and nothing else, Don't get caught between.
Is that elusive home run out there? It would tie the game if she can find it. Out in front.
And typically when you're going against a changeup hitter, on the hard stuff, you're late. They are early. Both Stewart and now Atwood are early on 68-mile-an-hour pitches.
And now Huaycheño's ahead in the count, 0-2. Can she strike them out back-to-back twice tonight with a runner on base?
And that's a great pitch at 0-2. I'd throw another one up there, and then I'd come back with the changeup.
Says the two-time Olympic gold medalist.
Like to get into the head of the hitter.
Missed it away. 2-2.
See if I can channel my inner Jen Rocha and see what she's going to call. I think it's going to be a changeup.
Is Atwood thinking the same thing?
Yeah. She should be.
Those are really good takes.
Yeah, full count.
You know, you're sitting at home, well, that's a ball, you can just see it. But when your heart is pounding, you can see the self-talk Reese is doing right now. She understands how big this moment is, how big this series is. This might be their only chance, this part of the lineup.
That one was not the change. Got her! Miley Huaycheño, back-to-back strikeouts of Stewart and Atwood for the second time tonight.
This is just outstanding pitching. Using all of her pitches, she goes hard low the pitch prior, comes up with the rise ball. And this is a great rise ball. Starts it at the belt. Great late sharp movement and gets Atwood to swing through it.
Vivi Martinez back to Huaycheño, and she'll be safe at first. Tying run aboard here for Texas with 2 outs.
Off the very end of the bat, it's got that spin. We've seen a few of these. And in the rush, Huaycheño trying to rush that ball over to first, misses it. Rare mistake. An error given Huaycheño.
Yes. The E1 gives Texas some hope here in the 5th with Leanne Good. 7 homers, 27 RBI. Mike White telling us this week a big change for her is she's hunting pitches this year. She's a perfectionist, but she has let that go to a certain degree. Doing a terrific job of managing her emotions in the batter's box.
She's let the one emotion of belief rise to the top. I mean, that's been the biggest inhibitor, honestly, for most players at this level. Just that confidence, something that she has lacked, but her postseason last year was unbelievable, and that has carried into this year.
Here's the 1-1. Right down the middle, 1-2.
Man, Good does a triple toe tap with that front toe for that pitch alone. Like, she does it as kind of her break, emergency break, so she can react well to the changeup, and that would have been a good time to unleash.
Henry and Martinez aboard. Great speed on the bases here for Texas. Back up the middle and through. Henry headed for home, and she will slide in safe. And Texas gets one back.
What a game. I mean, just to see the response from both of these teams, and as much as we love the long ball, it has definitely been about finding the right placement, right spot on the field 2-strike swing, great approach. Just hit this thing off your hands, up the middle. Find a way to get another runner in for Texas.
And how about Agbayani? She actually dove and got to that ball on the left side of second base.
Here comes Ashton Maloney and a chance to tie things up for Texas. To the right side, and Agbayani is there and rifles it over to first. Horns are able to get one back. It's a 1-run game to the 6th. Sooners, as they've been doing all year, going deep. Gabby Garcia with a solo home run in the 2nd. And then Kendall Wells with the record setter, a 3-run shot for the freshman, her 31st of the season. That coming in the 5th inning. So all of their runs so far through the first 2 games have come courtesy of home runs. Wells, the new freshman record. And for just the 3rd time in their careers together, Stewart and Atwood have struck out 4 times, and it's happened back-to-back in both the 3rd and 5th innings with a runner on base. And it's a 4-3 game, OU on top as we head to the 6th. Sooners hit around the order in the 5th, so it's 9 and then Minor and Wells coming back around. Abby Dayton got the rally started with a walk last inning. Came in to score. That was off of Brenly Gonzalez, and then out of the bullpen, Citlali Gutierrez for Texas. Oklahoma wins tonight. They will take the series. Texas wins game 3 tomorrow with much more significance. Also, a win tonight for Oklahoma would drop Texas 4 games back in the SEC race. Sooners right now leading Alabama by 2 games. Two and 2 the count to Dayton.
The SEC just a gauntlet. But both Texas and Oklahoma have one of the hardest schedules.
Yes, they do.
This year.
As much as that's hard, it's going to just prepare them more for the postseason. And Patty Gasso talked about how young this team is for Oklahoma. And yeah, you look at the back end of the SEC, and it's like, giddy up, let's go. There's going to be some losses mixed in there, but that's when you want to have them.
The RPI today had 9 SEC teams in the top 16, so potential hosts for the regionals, with Texas A&M and Ole Miss both just outside looking in on the bubble. And Dayton, for the 2nd inning in a row, draws a walk. out of the 9 spot to open up the inning.
The free passes have been an issue for Texas in this game. And it's not always, 6 of them. They haven't all obviously scored. Only one of them scored. The problem is it keeps pushing. They keep seeing more pitches, pushing more plate appearances.
Well, in this case, Abby Dayton walking twice brings up Kai Minor, Kendall Wells, and Ella Parker with the runner at first base.
Kai already has 4 hits in her first taste of the Red River rivalry. Coming up for the 4th time tonight. Gets ahead 2-0. Kendall Wells on deck. To the right side, Stewart will apply the tag to get the out. Dayton over to second, and here comes Kendall.
She has such a unique stance and honestly really maximizes the power with her body. And this is something JT Gasso has worked on. Look at that front leg. We talked about it bowed out, pointed towards the pitcher. This allows her to open up her hips so that she can get that barrel cleared. Just an understanding on the home run, a beautiful shot there of what she does with her stance to use that lower half, use the power, but also get herself into a position where she can reach anything.
She was 0 for 5 with 4 strikeouts prior to that home run swing in the series. And now she is just 3 shy of Jocelyn Alo's school record, which Jalo did in 60 games. Kendall right now in 42 games. Falls behind 0-2.
Well, and here's another thing that'll blow your mind. Oklahoma's had, 29 run rule games? Think about it. That's potentially another 29 at-bats she would have had to hit home runs.
Gutierrez trying to sit her down. Fell behind 0-2 in her home run count as well.
You can't give her anything near the zone right now. She will chase. We saw that last night earlier in this game. Not only don't make a mistake, but we're talking balls off the plate, whether it's away, down below the zone, up above the zone.
Stewart has enough room to make the catch. Looked like that was headed out and it came back in.
It absolutely did, Beth. It was heading over the stands and it came back in. You could hear her teammates telling Katie Stewart, look at it, she looks like she gives up, and then you can hear her teammates say, you've got room, you've got room. It comes back in, just a lot of movement, wind blowing.
Yeah. Wind aided on that put out. 2 down for Ella Parker.
This is a brilliant call, and I know that it doesn't get easier, but we've talked about it with her last 2 walks. I mean, Ella Parker, yes, Kendall Wells in front of her. Parker swinging a super hot bat right now, a double earlier in this game.
Good job by Reese Atwood to make sure that doesn't go to the wall.
I want to get to Cassidy Pickering, who has struck out 5 times in her 6 plate appearances.
Reese Atwood's just coached up her pitchers, been like, look guys, if you put it anywhere close to the plate, there's hitters I've heard out there that'll hit it out of the park.
Was that when she was looking in the mirror? So they intentionally put Parker on. She shouts some encouragement to her teammate Pickering. Can she make Texas pay?
Designated player number 7, Cassidy Pickering.
All-American last year. Her numbers have been even better this season. Has had a rough 24 hours here in Austin. Is that about to change?
0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts in this one. 3 Ks. 5 strikeouts in 2 games.
First time she sees Gutierrez in the series. Had hit 3 home runs in her previous 5 games before coming to Texas.
Works herself in a leverage count here. Ahead 2-0. She was in front of that. That ball was right over the white part of the plate, but she's early, a 60-mile-an-hour off-speed curveball, just pulling off of it.
I'll tell you what, Smitty, though, when you have adrenaline, when you get these bigger series, that is one of the hardest things to do, is control your body. Because you see something coming at you and you fly.
Especially lefties. I did it all the time.
Keep the shot.
2-2.
Back-to-back really good pitches by Citlali Gutierrez.
Pickering pulls it right at Stewart.
What a play!
Kept it in front of her with the base runner flying by to record the out.
Beth, she tackled that ball to be able to feel it. This thing was hit hard. Katie Stewart doing it with the glove. The splits, getting the last out of the inning.
Already a wild weekend around college softball. Addison Shepard, the walk-off grand slam to end Florida State's 25-game win streak last night. Keegan Rothrock, a no-hitter for Florida this weekend. And for the Lady Vols, Carlin Pickens throwing a no-hitter today. And what is going on in Westwood? The Bruins are smashing the ball all over the place. They had 8 home runs against Illinois in a win yesterday. They followed it up with a handful more today. Megan Grant is hot on the heels of Kendall Wells now in the national home run chase. They're going to be fun to watch.
I'm looking forward to Stanford gets underway against Florida State tonight. It was so fun last night to all the games. Softball late into the night.
Yeah, that game follows us, weather permitting, out there on the farm. Alyssa Sneed, nice backhand by Barker. 1 down. Hey, summer of '83, Texas versus Tide is our next SEC storied. It premieres Wednesday at 8 Eastern, 7 Central on the SEC Network and the ESPN app. 7, 8, 9 here for Texas in the bottom of the 6th, down a run. need a win tonight to even the series. For the Sooners, after Texas Tech lost at Utah today, you take 2 or 3 or you sweep on the road here, and you're probably going to be the new #1 ranked team in the country. Bunt is popped up, 2 down.
Miley Wachenio, I mean, just continues to impress in this game. Not only, and we've talked about it, striking out the biggest hitters in this lineup, not once but twice in this game, big moments, but her ability to keep the ball in the yard.
Yep.
Well,
Can
and
they
that's
get back-to-back complete game wins with her and Lowry?
which is huge. And to your point on that, she's susceptible to the home run ball. She's given up 16 home runs this year, but has been really outstanding here, working the zone low. So first time through the order, not a lot of rise balls. Second time through the lineup, a lot of rise balls using that pitch, and now starting to work a little bit lower.
RBI singles tonight for Vivi Martinez, Leanne Good, and JC Nichols. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Sooners as we head to the 7th in a 1-run game. Well, the Oklahoma Sooners looking for a win tonight to win the series and possibly become the 4th different team to be ranked #1 in the country next week. And for Texas, trying to avoid a 4th straight loss. Texas A&M handed them 1 loss, a couple of defeats at Alabama last week, and then losing game 1 here against the Sooners, who are in first place, a couple of games up on the Tide with Florida, Texas A&M, and right now Texas 3 games back in the loss column. We are into the second half of the SEC season as the Sooners try and defend their conference championship. 5, 6, and 7 coming up for OU in the top of the 7th. Texas will have Katie Stewart and Reese Atwood coming up in the bottom of the 7th.
It's always interesting this time of year. You know it's going to be tough. The SEC is just a gauntlet. And this Texas team, very talented, had a really long winning streak earlier in the year, but they've
29.
had a tough April. But they did the same thing last year
Very
and
similar.
came back and won the national championship.
Yeah, they were barely above 500 last April. Ran into a Texas A&M buzzsaw in the SEC tournament, and then were down to their final out, their final pitch, their final strike, and survived to beat Clemson in the Supers. And then won it all for the first time in school history on their 8th trip to the World Series.
Well, and what you hear is coaches say, you know, the SEC teaches you to be resilient, to understand that you can come back.
Well, and also not be intimidated. I mean, who are you going to play that, yes, there's big teams out there outside of the SEC, of course, but you know that you've played the biggest teams. Play some of the best pitching. And you get to Oklahoma City, and it starts to just feel like conference play.
Well, it is. It's iron forges iron, right? So if you want to be the best, you got to play the best, and you have to beat the best.
Emmerling, slow roller to third. There's J.C. Nichols, one down. Yeah, the SEC currently has 6 of the top 8 RPI. It's not the only piece of criteria, but over the years, the selection committee's top 16 seeds have been pretty close to the final RPI. Don't forget, this year going to be really exciting because they're going to seed 1 through 32. So we will know who the second best team is at the regionals as well.
Well, and that's going to be interesting because when you have the depth of the SEC, in regionals, a conference team cannot play each other. So there might have to be a little bit of juggling to make that work out so that SEC schools aren't ending up at each other's regionals.
Nebraska and UCLA right now would be the other 2 in the top 8, which of course they would be eligible if you win your regional. You'd stay at home for your supers as well. That was a big goal for Jordy Fromm and the Huskers this year. They seem to be positioned well for that. That Big Ten race is going to be a lot of fun. Washington. How about Alexis DeBoer and the Huskies right now, undefeated in the league? But that will be decided in the next couple of weeks because they play Oregon and UCLA next. Garcia, 2 for 3 with a single and a home run tonight. Hey, we'll remind you that Wednesday is Jackie Robinson Day. And Jess, we got a special ESPN telecast coming up.
Yeah, Mets take on the back-to-back world champion Dodgers. They'll finish up the 3-game series. We'll have Joe Buck, Ron Darling, Oral Hershiser, the Bulldog.
Man.
Coverage begins at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. Carl Ravitch and Baseball Tonight crew live from Dodger Stadium. Chavez Ravine.
I think Shohei scheduled to pitch that night. Garcia gets a hold of one deep into the night, and it'll fall on the warning track and into the glove of Ashton Maloney.
Oh, that looked like it was going out.
2 down. Wind may have gotten a hold of that one. Help out the horns.
Yes.
Here's Sydney Barker.
Rare to see a fly ball off the bat of any of these Sooner hitters that stays in the yard.
Can Gutierrez keep this a 1-run game? And what are Katie Stewart and Reese Atwood thinking right about now? Top of the order would be coming up. Stewart and Atwood had chances in the 3rd and again in the 5th to bust this thing open.
If you're them, you want this. You want another chance at redemption in the bottom of the 7th. This game has so much failure in it. It's how you respond to it, and they get an opportunity to do it.
0-2 from Sitlali.
Gone hard at Barker. A couple of hits that Barker has had have been off of her off speed.
Fair ball. 1, 2, 3. Gutierrez does her job. The big Texas Boppers are coming up with a chance to walk it off. Well, an interesting development here in the bottom of the 7th. A pitching change for Oklahoma. They go to yesterday's winner, Audrey Lowry. Stewart and Atwood were 1 of 5 against her yesterday. But they will not see the pitcher who struck them out 4 times tonight. This is the effort from Lowry yesterday. But Huaychenio goes out, guys, and will not see Stewart and Atwood again. What do you think?
This is definitely a challenge. When you were asking last inning when we were going to break about what are they going to do, I was like, they're probably hoping that Oklahoma's going to make a pitching change because they don't want any part of Huaychenio.
Yeah, if you're Katie Stewart and Reese Atwood, you were saying thank you.
Thank you, absolutely. And Lowry was good last night. I mean, she's very poised, and I think Patty's putting her in this position because she wants to get her ready for postseason, for regionals, super regionals, the Women's College World Series.
Well, first they've got to deal with Caden Henry, who does have 5 home runs on the season, and a 1-run Sooner lead, trying to hold on in the 7th to take the first 2 games of the series. Longhorns have 1 walk-off this season, late last month against Texas A&M. Taken all the way, 3-1.
That's a great pitch on a 3-0 count.
In for a strike, 3-2.
Tough pitch at the top of the zone, probably above the zone.
So the left-hander coming in out of the bullpen, and the count goes full. What a comeback by Lowry. 1 down. So this is what's happened so far.
Katie Stewart, Reese Atwood pitches low in the zone, chasing. And then in the 5th inning, Jess, it's upstairs.
Yeah, both rise balls. Those were the strikeouts, and this is what's in the back of their mind right now, even though it's a different pitcher in. We said this all game long. Mike White making the adjustment to put Katie Stewart and Reese Atwood in this position. You see Katie calling timeout, chasing a rise ball out of the zone. You want it so bad. You know you failed. You saw what Kendall Wells did after her failures, being able to come up big. Can these two do it?
Seen the righty all night. Now you're looking at the left-hander. 0-2. Stewart lines one out to left, and the tying run is aboard, and the winning run to the plate in the person of their all-time leader in home runs and RBIs.
Wow, that's a huge hit on an 0-2. That is a mistake.
This is why you play the game.
Audrey Lowry, yeah. And again, these are the pressure situations. This is what Patty wants. She wants to say, hey, when the game's on the line, what am I going to get from you?
But if you're Katie Stewart and you're Reese Atwood right now, and you are everything that is for this lineup, this program, you want this moment. 2 strikeouts, none of that matters.
1 for 3 against Lowry last night. Taylor Anderson is the tying run at first base. Low and away. reaches down for it. Barker to second for one, over to first, double play. And the Sooner defense comes up huge to win it in the bottom of the 7th.
It's exactly what we saw from this Oklahoma defense. And last night, a couple of double plays. Tonight, 2 double plays. The second one to end the game. Now, this is all positioning. They were working her inner half. They had the defense shifted around, throwing her on the inner half, trying to get her to hit to the left side, and it's going to be to Barker. Agbayani over to Emmerling.
It's the player that's on the field just for this reason, for her glove work. And she starts the double play. And Lowry comes on to finish it off. And Oklahoma takes the series, winning games 1 and 2.
She got the home run hitter to hit a ground ball. I mean, that, as simple as it is, to not let her get the ball in the air, everyone felt. She hits it out, it's a walk-off, they win it. Reese Atwood is that player. She got her to hit a ground ball in a double play. The defense continues to shine for Oklahoma.
Well, exactly, Jess. And, you know, we talk about the home runs and how good they are in the circle as well, but their defense has been outstanding. 2 double plays last night, 2 double plays tonight.
What a way to end it for Oklahoma. And the game winner ends up being the 3-run home run off the bat of Kendall Wells in the 5th inning, her 31st of the season, to set a new NCAA record for freshmen. So the Sooners win it 4-3 your final. They take the first 2 games of the series. Game 3 set for 2 o'clock Eastern tomorrow on ESPN. And here is the one that wins it and the one that sets the new freshman record, Jess.
And the story really for Kendall Wells, beyond the power, everything that she's done, but within this series to be able to battle, come back to get the game winner.
And Kendall Wells now joining us from down on the field. Kendall, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
And congratulations on a new freshman home run record. Take us through dealing with the frustration of the strikeouts throughout the series prior to that big at-bat and how you were able to be so resilient.
Yeah, obviously it hasn't been my best series at the plate, but I know my teammates have my back, and that makes it a lot easier. If I don't get the job done, I know one of them is going to get it done. So just going up there, still trying to keep it super simple, trusting myself, trusting my preparation, trusting my work, knowing that I have the stuff to get the job done, and then getting it done super cool.
Kendall, take me through just that at bat. 5th inning, you go down 0-2, you work yourself back into that count to get the pitch to be able to drive out of here. Tell me how you got there and what was going through your mind.
Right, obviously a new pitcher, so I was able to go over with Coach JT some, what we're going to see. But my first pitch I think I took, and then my second strike was a big swing, so that was I kind of got that out of the way, and then I was, kind of locked in, took a deep breath, focus, and I was definitely seeing pitches better throughout that at bat, so I think that helped me a lot.
And Kendall, we talk a lot about your home run power, your ability to hit for average, but I want to talk about your ability to catch for your pitchers and the energy that you show behind the dish. What's it like? It's just so fun to see your passion come out.
Yeah, some of the pitchers are my best friends, so just being able to be there, have their back behind the plate is super fun for me. And, Miley, like I said, Miley and Audrey are some of my best friends, so just knowing that I have their back and that I'm there for them, I think is super fun.
Okay, but let's be real. 31 home runs. Like, what's it feeling like for you right now?
It's super cool, but I'm glad we got the win.
Thank you so much, Kendall. Job well done tonight, and you guys take the series.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Congrats.
All right, Kendall Wells, it ends up being the game winner. A 3-run shot, her 31st. And now that she's got this freshman record all to herself, she will chase the school single-season record held by Jocelyn Allo. and Laura Espinosa's NCAA single season record. Back here tomorrow for Game 3, Beth, Jess, Michelle. Stick around for Florida State and Stanford, weather permitting.
Well, it is going to be a great doubleheader night. Eventually, not too far from now, here in Stanford, California, where we're in a weather delay. Florida State and Stanford, still a DIY kind of mindset here at Stanford. The players all involved. It's not the grounds crew pushing water out of the way. That's Jessica Allister, Cardinal head coach, her coaching staff, her players, her support staff involved in pulling off the tarp, getting the field ready to play. We believe first pitch will be 8:10 local, 11:10 Eastern. We'll be back at 8:08 local, 11:08 Eastern. Kevin Brown, Amanda Scarborough. It's going to be, we think, another great night of softball. Yesterday, of all the crazy softball games we've had this year, this might have taken the cake for the nuttiest final couple of innings.
You know, Stanford came out with a lot of energy yesterday trying to break up that 25-game win streak that Florida State came in on. And they scored early, then Florida State fought back. And in fact, late in the game, Florida State had a 6-run inning, took the lead, but Stanford had the final say.
Yeah, Addison Shepard, this freshman in the number 8 spot for Stanford. Down by 3, 2 outs, bases loaded, the kind of stuff you dream about as a kid in the backyard. A walk-off grand slam for this fabulous freshman. A 7th inning that featured 10 total runs, and that was it to end the 25-game win streak of Florida State, who had the longest win streak in the country. The Seminoles and Cardinal will play the middle game of 3 tonight. And again, our first pitch is scheduled for 8:10 local. That's 11:10 Eastern. So we'll be back at 8:08 local, approximately 11:08 Eastern. Coming up next, we'll send you to SEC storied, but some ACC softball will be not too far away right after the top of the hour.